When it comes to the treacherous yet glamorous world of multi-billion-dollar fortunes, few names endear as much hate, yet excited fascination bordering on love, as that of Mark Zuckerberg. Indeed, this whiz-kid from the windy plains of suburban New York has been a fixture in our political, financial and cultural conversations practically since Gen Z was old enough to remember anything. Indeed, Zuck has gone from the most hated man on earth to the richest man on earth, to a revered tech revolutionary, and then back again, all the while managing to resurrect himself time and time again to the upper echelons of wealth and cultural influence. In today's episode, we investigate the curious case of Mark Zuckerberg, a man who, in another era, might have succumbed to the controversy and slipped away into the sunset, and yet, on the eve of the AI revolution, seems poised to become a legendary tech titan once again, as we describe. The Rise and Fall, and Rise of Mark Zuckerberg. In the high-stakes world of Silicon Valley, where fortunes can fluctuate as wildly as the weather in San Francisco, Mark Zuckerberg's financial saga reads like a blockbuster screenplay, with the added bonus of actual profit. As of February 2024, Zuckerberg's coffers have ballooned to an eye-watering $170 billion, placing him comfortably in the fourth slot of the world's richest individuals and edging out tech mogul Bill Gates. This marks a dramatic rebound from late 2022, when his net worth took a nosedive to below $35 billion amid a tech stock apocalypse. But, like a Bay Area phoenix rising from the digital ashes, Zuckerberg's fortune soared back in 2023, proving resilience is just another item in his toolkit. And Meta Platforms, the artist, formerly known as Facebook, has played no small part in this financial resurrection. With a market cap that's now over $1.2 trillion, Meta's valuation is looking down on most of the public market from a considerable height. And this performance isn't just good news for Zuckerberg's balance sheet, it's also set to line his pockets with about $700 million a year, thanks to Meta's inaugural dividend payout. And Zuckerberg's sometimes lavish, sometimes practical lifestyle is only bolstered by his vast wealth. Among his treasure trove of assets is a 1,400-acre Hawaiian paradise known as Ko'olau Ranch, complete with an underground bunker and amenities that would make even the most luxurious resorts blush. Not to be outdone, his holdings on the mainland, including properties in Palo Alto and Lake Tahoe, further underscore his billionaire status. And with $1.6 million dropped on private jet travel in 2021 alone, it's clear Zuckerberg's penchant for privacy and comfort knows few bounds. But beyond his opulent lifestyle, Zuckerberg wields considerable clout in the tech sphere. For example, Meta's foray into artificial intelligence and the decision to make most of its AI models open source by the end of 2024 is poised to send ripples through the industry. Yet, when the screens go dark and the boardrooms are empty, Zuckerberg swaps the mantle of tech titan for that of a family man. Alongside his wife, Priscilla Chan, and their trio of children, Maxima, August and Aurelia, Zuckerberg embraces a domesticity that's as rich in love as it is in learning. Married since 2012, Zuckerberg and Chan aren't just Silicon Valley royalty, they're philanthropy's dynamic duo, championing causes through the Chan-Zuckerberg initiative. From coding lessons at bedtime to shaping the future of technology by day, Zuckerberg's life is a finely tuned balance of power, philanthropy and parenting, a trifecta as rare as it is remarkable. However, despite all of the glitz, glam and gadgets of the 2024 version of Mark Zuckerberg, over the last decade, his tech behemoth has found itself at the epicenter of numerous debates, ranging from privacy breaches to the unchecked spread of misinformation and accusations of monopolistic practices. In the realm of digital domains, Facebook's journey through the years reads less like a smooth sail and more like a voyage through stormy seas, especially regarding its handling of user data. The platform has often found itself at the heart of controversies that would make even the most stoic of privacy advocates raise an eyebrow. The saga began in earnest in 2009, when Facebook decided to tinker with its terms of service. And this seemingly innocuous update sparked a firestorm as it appeared to chain users' data to the platform indefinitely, even if they wished to part ways. Mark Zuckerberg, as the captain of this ship, was quick to address the uproar. Yet the incident was a harbinger of the tumultuous relationship between Facebook and its users' privacy. A year later, in 2010, the company unleashed the instant personalization feature upon its user base. This feature, akin to opening the floodgates, allowed certain websites to feast on user data without explicit consent, assuming silence as approval. This move was emblematic of a broader strategy. Opt users into data-sharing features first, then ask questions later, if at all. And the plot thickened in the same year when leaked conversations revealed Zuckerberg's dismissive stance on privacy, famously remarking on users' trust in him in a manner that was, to put it mildly, less than flattering. The turning point, however, came in 2011 when the Federal Trade Commission cast a spotlight on Facebook's lax approach to user data. This was not just a slap on the wrist, it was a clarion call for Facebook to mend its ways, leading to a settlement that required the company to tighten its privacy practices and undergo regular audits. Yet, despite these measures, the Cambridge Analytica scandal of 2018, 7 years later, was a stark reminder that old habits die hard. The revelation that the personal data of millions had been compromised without their consent was a watershed moment, sparking a global debate on data privacy and leading to intense scrutiny of Facebook's practices. But it's not just privacy missteps that have put Zuckerberg and co. in the hot seat. The platform's role in the 2016 US presidential elections, where it was accused of being a merry playground for fake news and misinformation, didn't win them many fans. In what appears to be a strategic charm offensive, Facebook, we mean Meta, under Zuckerberg's guidance, has tightened the reins on developer access to data, bolstered transparency measures, and issued a series of public apologies. Notably, Zuckerberg has recently distinguished himself among the pantheon of big tech founders by directly apologizing to those affected by his company's data practices. This move, rare in a sector often criticized for its detachment, might hint at an emerging altruistic streak in the billionaire who's still shy of 40. It's a narrative that suggests a possible pivot from the cold calculus of data commodification to a more human-centric approach to technology and privacy. Despite these efforts to polish Facebook's image and his own, Zuckerberg's popularity has been a mixed bag. However, signs of a thaw in public sentiment are emerging. Recent images of Zuckerberg, now sporting a more muscular physique and showcasing proficiency in Brazilian jiu-jitsu, have painted him in a different light, endearing him particularly to millennial men. This physical transformation, coupled with his unyielding stance and a highly publicized, though speculative, boxing match with fellow billionaire Elon Musk, has fostered a growing perception of Zuckerberg as a kind of people's champion. Moreover, Zuckerberg's what we might call roast of the Apple Vision Pro, juxtaposed with Meta's own virtual reality offering, has added layers to his public persona, presenting him not just as a tech mogul, but as a relatable figure capable of humor and directness. This humanizing strategy seems to be gradually shifting perceptions, positioning Zuckerberg in a more favorable light amidst the relentless scrutiny of Facebook's societal impacts. Yet, this evolving image raises the question, are these actions a carefully orchestrated attempt to refurbish his image, or do they reflect a genuine effort by Zuckerberg to present a more authentic and relatable face to the world? In order to answer that question, perhaps the best place to start is his background, and see if we can glean some information from the early psychology of this modern mogul. In the annals of Silicon Valley lore, the story of Mark Zuckerberg is often recounted with a mix of awe and scrutiny, but the roots of this tech titan stretch back to a modest beginning, grounded in an Eastern European Jewish heritage. Tracing his lineage to Isaac Ike Zuckerberg, who set foot on American soil in 1893 from Galicia, now a picturesque region of western Ukraine, Mark's familial saga began. Ike, alongside his wife Rose Tyke, also a Galician native, laid down the family's foundational values of perseverance and ambition in the bustling streets of New York City, raising a lineage that would eventually include one of the digital age's most pivotal figures. And Samuel Zuckerberg, Mark's grandfather, embraced the American dream by establishing a dental practice in New York, a profession that would become a family hallmark. Now, Edward Zuckerberg, Mark's father, not only carried on the dental torch, but also fostered an environment rich in encouragement and intellectual curiosity for young Mark. Growing up in Dobbs Ferry, New York, under the tutelage of his parents, Edward, a dentist with a penchant for the innovative, and Karen Kempner, a psychiatrist with an understanding of the human psyche, Mark's early fascination with computers was nurtured into a burgeoning talent. By the tender age of 12, Zuckerberg had already ventured into software development, creating ZuckNet, a messaging system that predated the ubiquity of instant messaging apps. And this early triumph was a harbinger of the disruptive innovations he would later bring to the world stage. Supported by his family's resources, including a private computer tutor and advanced coursework outside the traditional school system, Zuckerberg's path to tech superstardom was paved with both privilege and an insatiable drive to innovate. His academic journey took him from Ardsley High School to the hallowed halls of Phillips Exeter Academy, enriching his mind with classical languages and sharpening his competitive edge in fencing. Yet, it was his relentless pursuit of technological exploration that defined his trajectory. Before his Harvard days, Zuckerberg had already made significant strides in software development, including the creation of CourseMatch, a precursor to his broader ambitions of connecting people through technology. Yet, when Mark Zuckerberg trod the hallowed grounds of Harvard University in 2002, little did the world know that this fresh-faced freshman was about to pivot the course of human history. With a knack for coding that could only be described as prodigious, Harvard freshman Mark Zuckerberg soon found himself at the center of campus attention, not just for his academic prowess, but for his daring ventures into the world of app development. CourseMatch and the controversial FaceMash laid the digital breadcrumbs that would lead to the genesis of a global phenomenon: Facebook. Launched on the 4th of February 2004 with the help of Eduardo Savarine, Andrew McCollum, Dustin Moskovitz, and Chris Hughes, the Facebook became an overnight Harvard sensation, drawing in 1,200 students in its first 24 hours. Yes, just one day, and setting the stage for a social media revolution. However, before the world-changing could start, Mark Zuckerberg and the Winklevoss twins, Cameron and Tyler, engaged in a dispute that reads like a modern-day Silicon Valley Shakespearean play, or a Hollywood blockbuster, as shown in the now classic film The Social Network detailing this conflict. The fellow Harvard student twins accused Zuckerberg of pilfering their social networking site concept, which Zuckerberg would morph into the colossus known as Facebook. This accusation sparked a legal skirmish that concluded with the twins pocketing stock worth a fortune. Yet, the taste of victory was bittersweet, marred by their grievances over Zuckerberg's alleged sleight of hand with Facebook's valuation during their legal wrangle. Zuckerberg, unfazed by the tempest, vaulted from this clash as a titan of the digital era. His stewardship transformed Facebook into a digital Goliath, altering the fabric of human connection and dialogue. Parallel to Zuckerberg's success, the Winklevoss twins carved out their own path in the world of cryptocurrency. Armed with the proceeds from their Facebook settlement, the twins ventured into the then nascent world of Bitcoin. Their timing, marked by foresight or fortuity, saw them investing when Bitcoin was but a whisper in the financial wilderness. This decision laid the groundwork for the launch of their cryptocurrency exchange, Gemini, in 2014. As the crypto market burgeoned, so too did their fortunes, catapulting their combined net worth to a zenith of over $7 billion by late 2021. Yet, As the seasons change, so too do the fortunes of those in the volatile realm of cryptocurrency. And the so-called crypto winter of 2022 was a tempest that ravaged much of the industry's value. Amid this maelstrom, the Winklevoss twins found themselves embroiled in a public dispute with crypto magnate Barry Silbert. The contention centered on the frozen assets of over 340,000 users on Gemini's Earn platform, a debacle that underscored the inherent risks and regulatory challenges of the crypto industry. Despite the upheaval, the twins' influence within the cryptocurrency movement remains undiminished. Their early and audacious bet on Bitcoin, coupled with their entrepreneurial forays into the digital currency space, has ensured their net worth remains substantial. Recent estimations peg their combined fortune at around $1.6 billion, a figure reflective of both their pioneering successes and the vicissitudes of the cryptocurrency market. But back to Zuckerberg's college days after initially founding Facebook on Harvard's campus. The subsequent years saw Facebook's domain expand beyond the ivy-covered walls of academia, acquiring the now ubiquitous Facebook.com domain for a cool $200,000 and welcoming the wider world into its digital embrace. And the infusion of $13 million from Accel Partners in 2000, followed by strategic acquisitions like Parakeet and FriendFeed, propelled the platform to its IPO in May 2012, a crowning moment of Zuckerberg's vision coming to fruition. Now, at the heart of Facebook's meteoric rise was a commitment to technological innovation and an uncanny ability to attract top-tier talent. Initiatives like Facebook Developer Circles and FB Start not only enriched the developer community, but also created a fertile ground for startups to flourish, notably Zynga, which rode the Facebook wave to success. The introduction of the like button in 2009, a seemingly simple addition, became the cornerstone of interactive engagement, later sprouting into a garden of features like polls and challenges. Under the watchful eye of Sheryl Sandberg, who stepped into the role of COO, advertising morphed into the engine room of Facebook's revenue juggernaut, claiming nearly two-thirds of the company's income streams by mid-2012. Furthermore, features like timeline profiles, newsfeed algorithm enhancements, and Skype-powered video calling marked milestones that redefined user engagement and solidified Facebook's role as a cornerstone of modern digital life. And as Facebook navigated the complexities of global expansion, Zuckerberg himself evolved from a college programmer to a titan of technology, guiding one of the largest online communities through waves of change. Soon, Facebook's expansion was punctuated by strategic maneuvers that significantly broadened its digital dominion. The acquisitions of WhatsApp and Instagram signaled a bold foray into the wider tech landscape, further diversifying Facebook's portfolio and cementing its status as a conglomerate of the most sought-after digital platforms. These moves, emblematic of Zuckerberg's forward-thinking strategy, not only expanded Facebook's user base, but also integrated a rich tapestry of technologies under the Meta platform's umbrella, underscoring a journey marked by audacity, innovation, and an unyielding pursuit of connectivity. However, since the rebranding in 2021, Zuckerberg has not just aimed to change a name, but sought to pivot the entire company's trajectory towards a brave new world, a world where the digital and physical realms coalesce, powered by the engines of artificial intelligence and virtual reality. In the ever-evolving landscape of technology, Mark Zuckerberg's Meta now embarks on an ambitious journey that seems ripped straight from the pages of a science fiction novel. With a keen eye on the horizon, Zuckerberg has plunged headfirst into the realms of artificial intelligence and virtual reality, earmarking these domains as the linchpins of innovation. And Zuckerberg's vision isn't just a flight of fancy, but a deliberate maneuver to sculpt the future of personal computing and social connectivity. And the company's metamorphosis from Facebook to Meta wasn't merely cosmetic, but a declaration of its new direction. 2023 saw Meta's Reality Labs unveil Llama and Llama 2, AI marvels that garnered the attention of over 100 million developers, underscoring Meta's prowess in melding AI with the metaverse. And the introduction of the Meta Quest 3, aimed at the mass market, further cements Meta's dedication to democratizing these cutting-edge technologies. Contrastingly, Google has embraced a path of integration, interlacing AI into the fabric of its services with a finesse that speaks to its engineering ethos. At the forefront of its AI endeavors is Bard, Google's foray into the generative AI arena, designed as a direct competitor to OpenAI's ChatGPT. Bard aims to blend the vast knowledge repository of the internet with a conversational interface, offering users not just information but insights with a depth and nuance previously unseen in digital assistants. And Apple, known for its meticulous product launches, entered the VR fray with a set of $3,500 virtual reality goggles, the Apple Vision Pro, in 2023, as a direct competitor to Zuckerberg's headset, as previously noted. As these tech titans navigate the uncharted territories of AI and the metaverse, their distinct approaches reflect not just their corporate identities, but also their bets on the future of technology. But Meta, with Zuckerberg at the helm, is not just participating in the race, but is determined to lead it, charting a course through this novel frontier with a vision as expansive as the digital worlds it seeks to create. And now we'd like to see you in the comments. Which legendary tech founder would you like us to feature next on this channel? We've already covered Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Larry Ellison, Jensen Huang, and now Mark Zuckerberg. We look forward to hearing from you.